Look at this.
Looks good.
The last time I saw that, you know where I was? I was in Floyd Mayweather's gym in Las Vegas.
Talk to us about this kid. How good is this kid?
As good as it gets. He has the talent, he has the skills, he has the charisma, and he has the character. He has the family behind him. He really has the right foundation. And now it's going to be up to him and up to us to really make this grow and introduce him to the world. And we're going to have Sunday night on April the 9th. We're going to let him loose, and the world can see him.
We have a lot of new faces, a lot of fresh talent. Talk to us about that event taking place.
That's what we need, in boxing. We sort of are at that level where I think we need to get the next generation, the next stars who can really relate to the younger generation as well, to the next generation of fight fans. I think it's sort of like a transition a bit, and I do believe that these guys here are going to be the future of the sport.
Speaking of Mayweather, you just mentioned him. A lot of people are talking about Mayweather versus McGregor. Do you think that's really going to happen? Because he says it's happening this year.
If you would have asked me a month ago, I would have said no. But now I feel it is going to happen because you have Dana White supporting it as well.
Yeah.
And so I think it's really up to Conor McGregor now if he wants to do it.
Freddie says he outboxes McGregor for 12 rounds, but I think Mayweather stops him.
I don't know. I just think, it doesn't matter who you put across the ring for Floyd Mayweather. Whether if it's Conor McGregor or Conor this or Conor that or Mac this or Mac that, Floyd is going to make it as easy as he always does. He makes the best fighters look average, and he's going to make the best MMA fighter look below average.
Right.
And so that's just how he is. That's how good he is.
Let's talk about Mikey Garcia. Now, Mikey Garcia is the WBC lightweight champion. You have Jorge Linares, who just beat Anthony Corolla in a rematch this Saturday. People are talking about Garcia versus Linares. Will we see that fight?
Well, I hope so. I think it will be a great fight. I do believe that Mikey Garcia is really top 10 pound for pound. I think top 5 in my opinion, to be honest. I think he has it all. He has the charisma, bilingual, the intelligence inside of the ring, outside of the ring, the punching power, just everything. I think he's going to be the guy who's going to carry the sport going forward.
Talk to us about Ringstar Promotions and how much more we should expect this year. How many more fights? How many more fighters are we going to sign?
I'm sort of not really in a rush to sign too many. I really want to focus on those guys I have now, keep them busy, build them up in different markets as well. I'm going to be having a fight on June 2nd in Paris with Tony Yoka.
Yes.
Olympic gold medalist.
Heavyweights.
And then I'm working on some fights in England as well, together with David Hay. I'm going to continue to build those guys up here, including showcasing Misael and Carlos in Mexico as well, because I want them to become stars in Mexico and stars in the United States. So I'm going to be busy.
Talk to us about David Hay. Is he going to be able to bounce back after that upset loss against?
He is in high spirits. I talked to him a few days ago and talked to him right after the fight. So he sort of is hungrier than ever. He clearly is a champion. He doesn't want to have his career end like this, and he had to go to operation, a hospital right after the fight. Had the surgery. Surgery went well. He's recuperating very well, and he might be back in the ring as early as November.
Any chance did you catch the Golovkin fight against Daniel Jacobs?
Yes, I actually did pay $65 and watched it. I thought that the fight was a very entertaining fight. Actually, I thought the entire card was very entertaining. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the better pay-per-views I've seen in quite a while. And Golovkin did what he had to do. Didn't look particularly impressive or spectacular. But we haven't really seen, truth be told, in the last few fights, a very spectacular Golovkin. And we might blame it on this, we might blame it on that. But the fact is, I think Golovkin is sort of like a bit plateaued. It's not the same Golovkin we had a couple of years ago.
Right.
And so I think Oscar's strategy is paying off.
Smart man.
Wait.
Now, my last question: who is the superstar of Ringstar Promotions? Who do you feel is going to be leading your stable?
Well, that's a very difficult question to say. I mean, I think we're going to see a little bit more April the 9th and in the coming months as these guys are starting to come in their own. You have with Carlos a personality, the looks, everything, his skills. But with Eimantas Stanionis, you have, as Freddie says, somebody between a Golovkin and a Manny Pacquiao, extremely powerful. Freddie was telling me he was sparring with 3 of Miguel Cotto's sparring partners. No, with 4 of them, and he dropped 3 of them. So big puncher, very hungry guy. So Eimantas Stanionis, or is it going to be the Mexican who, against all odds, came back with an Olympic medal, the first one in the Mexican boxing program in 16 years, Misael Rodriguez? There's a lot of hype behind him in Mexico. Or is it the other Mexican Olympian, the pretty boy, Lindolfo? Or is it the guy who was ranked #1 in the United States as an amateur, just turned 18 years old, would have definitely gone to the next Olympics, but didn't want to wait 4 years? Is it going to be Manny Powell? And how ironic would that be?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, I've been in the banking business before, right? So I know about money. And then I was in the boxing business and promoted Money Mayweather, so I know about that money as well. And then, don't often things happen for a reason. Here I am starting my new company, and who do I find between Georgia and Alabama in a small town, in a small gym, the #1 ranked amateur in the United States, tall, lanky kid. You're going to see him on April the 9th, who reminds me about the young Hagler, and his actual name is Money. I mean, isn't that a sign? Isn't that a sign? Money Powell, the fourth, I might add, the grandfather, the great-grandfather, the grandfather, and the father. All of their names, these are not nicknames.
Yeah.
These are their actual names on Money. So he's Money Powell the fourth. Is it going to be him? I don't know. Is it going to be all of them? The fact is, I am convinced this is the best crop of young talent any promoter has.
Richard, you've done your homework, my man. I'm impressed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.